What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, and you tune into another edition of my vlog. Just wanted to say thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for your support. You know, I'm all about that positivity and that motivation. And I just want to talk about, you don't want to focus on another person's faults. You don't want to focus on the negative in an individual, because the energy you put out into picking apart a person could be better projected building that person up. You know, a lot of times you think that a certain person should be a certain way because that's how you visualize it in your head, but in all actuality, that person is exactly who they're supposed to be. If they're seeking to create change within themselves or advance themselves spiritually, they would be doing things that represent those actions. You can't force somebody to be what you want them to be. I know a lot of times we get frustrated when we associate with certain individuals and we think that they should do something because it's what we would do, or they should act a certain way, and that's really a bad way to carry a friendship. And if you even want to call it a friendship, it's just like when you you have that person and every time you look at them, you see everything wrong. The best thing to do is to probably detach yourself from that person and to not even really associate intimately with that individual, because there's nothing harmonious from that relationship. I know there's certain people that when I see their name pop up on my phone, I get an uncomfortable feeling, or I feel some type of tension. And it's not because I really dislike that person, it's just because of what comes out of their mouth. I know for the most part is bullshit. And it just kind of irks me to hear them talking about stuff that they're gonna do or that they're doing when they're really not doing anything. And I've kind of like now made it a point to not even pick up the phone when these people call, because it just causes too much discomfort, and I don't need to be feeling the negative thoughts talking to these people and kind of upsetting my day. So I'd rather not even speak to them at all. And it's the same thing when I read like negative comments or I hear people say certain things. I just try not to give it any wind. I mean, the more attention you give these things, the more they magnify themselves. You wanna feel some type of good vibe, or like a sense of completion when you associate with the people you associate with on a daily basis. You should feel like you're being charged up, not put down. You shouldn't feel like you subjected yourself to a bunch of burdens. I mean, if you notice, you probably have friends that all they do is talk about what they can't do, or what they're dealing with as far as just drama, or problems that they're trying to fix, but they're not really trying to fix those problems. And it's like, come on, man, don't you have something else to talk about? Talk about something that's uplifting, or something that we can both work on together to get to pump each other up. I shouldn't have to bear the burden of your shortcomings. And a lot of people are just selfish like that. All they do is talk about themselves, and they never ask you how you're doing, what you're up to, or hey man, I got this investment opportunity, you ever thought about doing this? It's always about them. And then when they do get something that's of value, they don't tell you about it until after they've already capitalized on it, and then they brag to you about it. those aren't good friends, man. Those aren't people that, really have your best interest. A true friend will want you to shine when they shine. They will try to elevate you when they elevate themselves. And they would like you to have just as nice things as they have. They're not going to brag and boast about their possessions to try to make themselves seem like they're better than you. That's not somebody who's a friend. If somebody sees that you're, truly trying to elevate yourself, and you're trying to further your financial well-being, they should reach out to you. I know I make it a habit of anytime I have an opportunity to make some money, I try to contact at least 5 of my really close friends and share with them some type of opportunity. And I'm not saying I get the same back, but that's just my personality, is that I like to see the best in somebody. I like to see a person get all they can, and for us to basically prosper together and put a smile on each other's faces. I think that's just something that is in me, because I'm not a natural hater. I can't hate on somebody because they have something I don't have, and I can't I'd rather us come up together than to be the person that's on the come up and you're just on the outside looking in, knowing that I could have shared this with you. I'd rather share it with you. But not everybody thinks like that. A lot of people are very selfish, and you got to just pick and choose. But these people, like I said, if they cause you to feel negative, even though they're not really so much saying things that are negative, but if they give you just a negative vibe where you want to just pick them apart, hey, find you another friend. It's not worth it for you to continue to subject yourself to that energy. When you, like I said, there's people out there who will relish in your company, and you'll be able to grow tenfold with them. Focus on those people. I learned a lot of these life lessons, man, the hard way. So I try to share with you guys so you don't get caught up and end up in predicaments that you can't walk away from. And I know, friends and judging people and reading people, it's a big thing, and sometimes social media, we, because of what a person projects, we think an individual is a certain way when it's all a facade. So you have to really look past the smoke and mirrors to figure out who a lot of these people are. And, it's like when you see behind, curtain number 1, and you're like, this is who they really are, but they're saying all this other stuff on social media. It just, I know it can make you feel kind of like sick to your stomach. And, at that point, it ain't even worth entertaining them. So, watch your friends, keep your circle tight. Don't focus on the faults of other people. Focus more on how you could better yourself and also better the people around you, so that you can all grow. And hey, just another life lesson from Big Herc 916. Holler at me.